Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, February 28th, the last day of the month, 2023. I don't know where February went. It just said, phew. Do me a favor. Let me know where you guys watching from. You know, we go live every single day, Monday through Friday. I want you to share this out to as many people as possible. It's a beautiful, gloomy Tuesday afternoon. It's 12 o'clock. So we're going live today at 12 instead of 12:30. It's a beautiful thing. Today's subject is how to get more leads by multiplying yourself. So, lead generation Tuesdays. So today, Tuesday, we cover lead generation. Every day of the week, we go live Monday through Friday, covering a different topic for everybody so they can be able to take their business to the next level. If this is your first time watching me, it's your boy Antoine Campbell. I go by the name of CEO 929. Why? Because I am the CEO of my life. Obviously, CEO stands for Chief Operating Officer, and 929 is my date of birth. I know a lot of you always wonder why is it there. And then it's the easiest name I could come up with when I made my Instagram account to don't have to worry about people creating fake Instagram accounts. Because when you see the CEO 929, you can't deny it. Now, if you see somebody say CEO 9929 or CEO 229, you're like, nah, that's not it, buddy. So I encourage everybody to make a meaningful IG name that can stick and people remember. I'm even going to give me a diamond pendant made that got CO 929 just because I believe that you got to be in charge of your life. It starts off with home, starts off with you, and then you can impact others. So that's the way I've been living my life. But today, we're discussing how to get more leads by multiplying yourself. A lot of people are struggling, whether you're a plumber, real estate agent, mortgage broker, um, whatever you are, we all have this one common problem: lead generation. And the biggest thing I see about people in lead generation, they don't know where to start. The easiest thing you can do in lead generation is get on the phone and cold call prospects. Offer your services directly to a prospect on the phone. That's the easiest thing. Nothing can outwork lead generation because it's human to human interaction. So the biggest thing I can tell you, if you want to multiply and get more leads and double yourself, find a way to get people to get on the phones for you. Now, the most economical thing you could do is hire a few VAs. If you don't want to deal with the VAs or dealing with overseas employees, and you got a little money to play with, get some American employees, right? Get some people down in the Caribbean, some people down in Latin America, whatever. But you got to get you some people that work for you, call for you. You can't do everything on your own. Like I said the other week ago, I'm only one person, right? I only have 124 hours in a day. But if I have me three VAs and I can ask them, can I pay you $4 an hour in exchange for 8 hours of your day for me? Now I got 8, 16, 24 extra hours. I done created a whole nother 24 hours of production for my business by going out and hiring quality people. Now, the biggest issue with people is they just go put bodies and seats in a chair, and that's not effective. You need to, make sure that your prospecting is down pat. You need to make sure that you're actually hiring quality, top-notch people. So that's why a lot of people use our services because of peace of mind, knowing that that's the best chance for them to get some people that they know and like. So that being said, I definitely say look into what you can do to improve your lead generation. How many leads have you generated for the month? It's the end of the month. You should be doing the end of the month recap today, not tomorrow. How many leads have I generated for the month? How many people did I follow up with for the month from previous months? How many new customers came into my business? How many people I done business with? How many contracts I got signed? How many invoices I got paid? Whatever your business is, it's all universal. So you got to start looking at the end of the month as a roadmap to where you're taking your next month. You should already be working on March. Shout out to everybody that already pulled their campaign and have their campaign locked, loaded, and ready for tomorrow, right? March Madness. We have a couple of people that already started their March Madness campaigns and moving forward, right? We're moving into premium skip trace leads. Today is your last and final day to get our lead sale at the prices that they are. Moving forward, our leads will be 5 cents a record and it'll be premium. You can send us your list and we can skip it for you or vice versa, right? And another thing I want to talk to you guys about, since we're on Lead Generation Tuesday, if you get a list and then some of the numbers are bad and not working from a real estate perspective, that's a great thing because that means that person, nobody else has been communicating with that person either, most likely. So you have to do what we call a deep skip trace search, which you should know how to do in-house and go skip trace this person, find a new number or the next of kin, their brother, sister, cousin, husband, wife, daughter, son, uncle, freaking church pastor, whoever that's close to that person, and get them on the phone and let them know you have interest in buying that property. So don't, a lot of you newbies are thinking that, oh, since I got bad phone numbers or asking services that it's a dead end. No. Your best leads start when you get that, and then you go look and go find a person. The most hard to find deals or the most hard to get a hold of deals is usually your biggest and most lucrative deals you're going to get your hands on. So stop running away from that and set time with. This is when time blocking comes in for your lead generation. Maybe 2 hours a week, you have your VA go through all of the bad numbers on your list and then individually skip trace each number and then take that list and throw it back in the dialer and then skip trace it. If you have 2 or 3 VAs, rotate them every other day to an hour out their shift, they're doing that task. Skip tracing, manually skip tracing, hard to find people, especially from your driving for dollar type list. Of course, you're not going to find a number on the first try. Of course, it's not going to be available. You got to go be Inspector Gadget with your magnifying glass, Googling people on, their emails, emailing them, going into their Facebook pages, like DMing them, whatever it takes. See, you in business, you have to have this whatever it takes mentality. See, people just want to stop right there and say, oh, they're not answering the phone. I'm going to give up. And that's not what you do. Lead generation is all about being persistent. It's all about following up, calling people. Wrong number? Okay, no problem. Try a different number. It blows my mind how many people say, oh, I have the wrong number. And it don't click to them and say, okay, let me go find another number. That blows my mind. So you got to ask yourself, when it comes to lead generation, what could you do to get more out of it? Hire more people. Simple as that. Hire more people. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you get comfortable hiring people. Get comfortable in bringing in more people. We put it on a silver platter for you at $4 an hour. If you're still counting pennies, like, okay, how can I justify $4 an hour? Then you should go back to work a regular job. My opinion. So, my team sent me this details. So as little as $400 per month, you can get a part-time VA to do cold calling for you, right? You can get a good dialer probably for like $69 a month, a 2-line dialer. So all in, realistically, with less than $500 a month, you can have an up and running cold calling campaign. Realistically. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, guys. I promise you. I'm just giving you the message. So when a person say, man, I can't see me bringing on an employee, so you can't give up $125 a week, right? Daycare $250 a week. You can't give up you pay somebody $250 a week to watch your child. You can't get somebody $125 a week to work for you? That's amazing. I don't understand it. So you can start off with a part-time. If they generate you 1 to 3 leads a day, in 2-3 weeks' time, if you have great sales skills and you invest in yourself and learn how to sell and persuade people, you probably have a contract or 2, realistically. You know what I mean? If you want a full-time VA, you're going to be paying around $640 a month, $640, right? That's right around 700 to 800 calls a day. If you want to get aggressive, hire 2. That's $1,300 a month. That's around 1,600 to 1,700 calls a day. How many leads you think you can extract out of 1,700 calls? Even if you had a 0.5% conversion, right? Out of 1,700 calls times 0.05, you'll generate a ton of leads. So 17 times 0.0, you're generating literally maybe 6 to 8 leads a day. Realistically, good data, premium, skip tracing, all of that good stuff. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. But you guys got to be way more direct with your marketing. You're not really good marketers, and it's okay. Hire somebody to help you be a better marketer. If you're not good at something, it's 2 things you can do. 3 things you can do. 1, you can hire somebody that can teach you how to be good at it. 2, you can hire somebody that can do it for you. 3, you don't just do shit and just deal with whatever you're going to do. So the question is, which way you want to go about it, and for you to make your business a lot better? Is it 1, 2, or 3? That's up to you. That's a personal preference. I know a lot of people who just okay with number 3. They just like, fuck it. It is what it is. I'm not doing anything about it. Some people are like, all right, I'd rather for you to show me. And then some people are like, yo, you the master, you the man here, man. Come handle this for me. It's all in your personality, I think. That's what it boils down to. Like I said, if you're new watching the channel, do me a favor and let me know where you guys are watching from. Do me a favor, share this video out with 3 to 5 people you know, like, and love. And let me know if this stuff is insightful. Put the word insightful in the chat if you feel like this is insightful for you. But like I said, you got to be good at multiplying yourself. Getting more people in the position to do the things for you so you can go focus on other things in your business, such as making offers. I think everybody should spend majority of the time making offers and allow the cold callers to cold call. And everybody, text message marketer, do whatever they do, and the lead manager manage the leads. And you just focus on talking to very serious, interested people ready to rock and roll. That's what I say, my personal opinion. So that's something that you got to figure out for your company. You got to figure out, okay, what do I want to do? How do I want to go about my lead generation? Like I said earlier, no matter what business you in, everybody has to understand that they have to generate leads in order to get business. Simple as that. But we found the cheat code with the VAs. Very affordable, very sufficient, and they know what they're doing. Well, at least our VAs. I can't speak for nobody's VAs. So when you find the cheat code, you continue to do what works. That's the one thing that people don't understand, that you got to continue to do what works until it don't work anymore. Then you go back to the drawing board. So if cold calling been working for the last, since the phone been invented, why stop doing it? I mean, so that's something that you got to figure out. You guys got to figure out, what could I do more of to get me more leads? And like I said, I like cold call. We use cold calling for all the different businesses. We work with different clients of different industries. We literally come in and set up systems for you, and we literally take you to the next level. So the whole point I'm making to you is, you guys got to start working on building a predictable business, right? If you want to generate leads, you got to understand the 4 pillars to your business. I'm speaking primarily to people who want to generate leads for a real estate wholesaling and real estate investing business, right? What are the 4 pillars? 1 is lead generation. Who's going to be the person picking up the phone, calling people, cold prospects, texting them, emailing them, running Facebook ads, whatever you're doing, that's lead generation. The second pillar to your business is sales and acquisitions. Who's going to be the person to take that prospect that's interested in you and convert them to an actual customer, convert them to an actual contract? That's something that you got to figure out for yourself. Then thirdly, dispositions. My apologies. Thirdly, dispositions. Who's going to take the time to build the relationships with the buyers? The cash buyers, you know what I mean? Who's going to take the time to build the relationships? Call the cash buyers, figuring out their criteria, respecting them, asking them about their business, where they to see their business in the next 3 months, how many deals they currently buying, how many deals they bought last year. Like, who's going to take the time to build that relationship? That's still a relationship. That's still somebody on the phone talking to your buyers. And then fourthly, transaction coordinator. Who's going to be the person that's going to deal with the seller, deal with the cash buyer, and deal with the title company? We all know title companies screw up plenty of deals. They've screwed up a lot of deals for me. So imagine if you close a seller, you get them to sign a contract, and then you just stop communicating with them. Then you do the same thing to the buyer. What you think going to happen? They're going to come up with. You should never in business allow people to come up with their own conclusions and opinions of a situation. You should always be there to navigate and stir people through this, right? So the question you got to ask yourself is, what does your business look like now? Are you currently generating leads on your own? Are you currently buying from wholesalers? Are you currently looking to convert your business to your own lead generation business? So then you're going to need multiple virtual assistants. And you're going to need to make an investment in that, just like any other thing. So here's what I would do. Someone just texted me, I responded back. So I'm going to give them an exact analysis of what I would do. I would hire me, pay me a flat fee, whatever I'm asking for, pay it to me. Allow me to come in, set up everything from A to Z, build your lead generation team, get your few cold callers, set everything up, look at the different areas you want to market to, help you pull your data, get you some premium skip tracing, work with you or a VA to train and acquisitions, personally do some one-on-one stuff with you guys, and I fully guarantee you get a deal. Help you set up your dispo, help you build your buyers list, and then show you everything else you should be doing and set up all your SOPs and give you all of my trainings. You got to ask yourself, what is that worth to you? How long would it took you to figure that out? How many months, and how many YouTube videos, how many surface level YouTube videos you would have to, 85% of all YouTube videos are just surface level trash that they done looked up in ChatGPT, to be honest with you, my opinion, right? So you got to ask yourself, how many YouTube videos you're going to go through where you realize that they don't have the answer you're looking for, or you realize that it's nothing but fluff, or they realize that they're not going into details and the mechanicals of what they're talking about or teaching to give you the blueprint. That's what we step in at. So if you're looking to do your own lead generation and you're looking to set up a team from A to Z and you want to have your own marketing campaign and you're sick and tired of the inconsistencies of deals coming here and there from wholesalers, reach out to me. I set it up for you. I've done it many times. I do it again, right? Reach out to me. Depending on how much work it is, if the price goes up, if it's not a lot of work, the price goes a little bit down, but the price is the price. So Paul said, I'm working a job and cold calling 2 hours a day. Paul, why won't you, for the love of God, why won't you stop cold calling, take $4 an hour, 4 times 4 is 16, take $16 a day, hire you a cold caller, and then take that 2 hours that you'll spend cold calling and actually make acquisition calls. Talk to people that your cold callers talk to that say, yes, I'm interested in an offer. That's the fastest way you're going to get deals. That's the fastest way you're going to see movement in your business by actually talking to people that's interested in doing business. I wouldn't waste if I only had 2 hours a day to spend in my business, I wouldn't waste my time cold calling. Because then, do you have time to make your acquisition calls and follow-up calls consistently? No. So get your VA. Dig deep down inside of your heart and find a way to spend the $500 for the setup fee for the VA and pay them $4 an hour if you truly want to see results. So that's just my opinion. And love to you. Hope all is well up there, my Canada friend. Good information. Yes. We try our best to provide as much good information. Guys, listen, I do this live free of charge, no catch, no gimmicks, Monday through Friday. for the next 365 days, all the way to December 31st. If you have questions, I'm here to help you and show you everything. I don't know everything, but I've been around on battle tests. I know enough to answer your questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop your questions. Now, like I said, when it comes to generating leads, guys, it's a consistency thing. You can't work your list for 1 week straight and then give up on it. You have to have that list in constant rotation. Every list only changes probably 3 to 10% a year, which means that if you have a list of 10,000 people, the most that list is going to change is probably 1,000 people. So you got 9,000 potential prospects that you can still follow up with every single day. So rotate that, right? Rehash your skip tracing. Go back and re-skip trace your list and see if any new updated numbers have been found. If not, pull a different list. This is the season where everybody should be calling the no equity list. I'm giving you guys too much sauce today. Everybody should be calling the no equity list. And this is the season where everybody needs to be reaching out to some type of short sale negotiator and letting them know that you're looking to bring more business their way. Get you a flat rate listing company. List the property. Get your agreement with the seller that they agree to let you list the property for them to do the short sale. Just make sure you be careful with the conflict of interest stuff. But the point I'm making to you guys, this is the season of massive action. This is the season of stop talking and do massive action and do what's necessary in order to see the results you want to see. Any questions? Like I said, if you're new to watching me, please subscribe. Also, if you want to screenshot this live and put it on your stories in your Instagram and then tag me in it at CEO929. That'll be greatly appreciated. Like I said, in the month of March, we're running a special. We're going to call this the March Madness special, where if you just need a lead generation VA, just one VA, as well as 5,000 premium skip tracing, and then 1 month of one-on-one training for your VA, we will give you an entire package for $997. That includes the fee for our VA, as well as skip tracing leads, as well as working with your VA for 1 month after you get on board with them to continue to improve and help them. So it's only for 2 to 3 people. So the first 3 people sign up for that program is done with. We just want to make sure that we give people help and we help as much as we can without, breaking the bank on our end. But, if that's something you want to do, reach out to us, let us know. Can I explain to you how the short sale works? Well, of course. I've done plenty of short sales, maybe 14 short sales so far. And the biggest thing about short sales is you got to understand, does the prospect qualify for a short sale? And what you ask them is, have your financial situation changed since the time you purchased the house? Is paying your mortgage becoming a monthly burden? Have you acquired more bills since the time you purchased the house? Have you accrued way more debt than the time you purchased the house, right? And if the answer is yes, then they qualify for a short sale. So a short sale is a person who owes more to the bank than the house is currently worth in its as-is condition. And what I mean by as-is condition, the current condition, not what other houses sold for. No, what this house is worth. Maybe the house went years and years with deferred maintenance. Maybe the house had a bad fire. Something's wrong with the house, and it's literally just isn't worth the payoff. And this usually happens when sellers took on these loans where they didn't have to bring nothing to the table. They got them on loans for 100% of cost, which means that there wasn't no equity built in. Like some banks make you put down 25% or whatever. So, but theoretically, you have 25% equity the day you move in. Most people took these loans and then they took, these secondary loans on the down payment assistance, first time home buying program. So that's a lien attached to their property. So they have to satisfy that $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 loan that was given for their down payment assistance. So when you're looking at selling a house because you're in distress, you can't sell it Because you don't have no money to pay the realtor the 6%. You don't have enough money to fix the repairs when the home inspection comes back. So most realtors like, nah, I don't want to deal with this. I don't see no way me clearing my 3% or 6%. I don't know what to do to help you, right? So that's when the bank come in, the short sale come in, and you negotiate. And every bank has a certain guidelines to how much they're willing to take on their property. FHA loan, they got a net at least 85% of the appraised value, the as is appraised value. So if you knew what the as is appraised value for, and you knew what they needed to net, some banks 85, some banks 95, some banks 77. Each bank is different. If you knew what these numbers is, then you know what offer to make them to present to the bank to take that short sale. So let's say, for example, I have a loan of $100,000, right? The as-is value of this property is $60,000, right? Give me one second. Hello? Oh man, I'm down in the lobby. My bad. I didn't even know you came in the building. I'm down here working in a little virtual queue. Appreciate it. I'm in a little virtual queue. You can say right beside the door. All right, thank you. Sorry, that's my lunch. You cannot take a lunch break. But okay, so 60. Let's say, for example, the house worth the bank. You owe $100,000. The bank willing to take 80% of the as is value. The as is value came out of $60,000. So you do 60,000 times 80%. That's what the bank is willing to take, right? So let me pull out my calculator just so you know. I know what the hell I'm talking about. 60,000 3 times 0.80. So they willing to take 48,000 because you know this. When you know this, you make your offer around 48,000, right? That's just the way this works. You can do that in bigger numbers, higher numbers, all of that. And once you figure that out, guys, I'm telling you, like when I was doing my short sales, I had a solid short sale person on my team. I had a solid realtor because most realtors most realtors man, they for the money. Like, so they'll cross you and go sell it to another buyer. They'll lie to you and tell you the bank can't approve your contract and get a contract to another buyer. Like, they goofy. So you want to make sure you're controlling all of that. You have your entire team in play and that everybody knows exactly, where they belong in the team. So if I'm constantly feeding you, my man, you be working like clockwork.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Are you mainly down here all the time?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you want me to just meet you here in the lobby?
Yeah, we'll just stand on the desk. I'm cool with that.
All right, man.
Appreciate you.
Enjoy. All right, I gotta get the picture.
All right, brother. Yeah, that Uber Eats, man. That Uber Eats changed my life when I discovered Uber Eats. So the point I'm making to you guys is you guys are going to go chase a person with 100% equity in their house and they have no desire or reason to sell when you can actually build a preferred seller profile. Write this down, preferred seller profile, right? And what I mean by that is I'm looking for somebody who can't refinance, who's probably over the age of 50, who's in a lot of debt, who has low income, who has bad credit, who has a house that needs a substantial amount of work, or it don't need substantial, it don't matter to us. And we're putting together an offer and letting them know that the bank will most likely take this offer. You follow what I'm saying? And when you present that offer to the bank, or the short sale negotiator present that offer, the beautiful thing is you don't even have to come out of pocket to none of these people. Remember, the seller pays the realtor / the bank won't pay the realtor. The bank won't pay the short sale negotiator. The seller going to pay the title company. The cash buyer is going to pay the title company. You're just making good money. Now, here's one thing that no one's teaching you is that most banks don't honor assignments on short sales. So you guys got to figure out a way to get around that. One way you can do it is double close, or find a good person and say, or a good lender or private lender and say, yo, I already got my buyer lined up. I got this lined up. When we close on this, we're going to do this. Make sure that the short sale don't say that you can't resell in a certain amount of time. right? There's a lot of nuances, but once you figure that part out, you're good to go. If not, here's my thing I always did. You can lock the deal up in a blank LLC. So you'll put the deal in the LLC after the street address. That's what I usually do, so I can keep up with the deals. So if it's 123 Kirby Lane, then you'll make the LLC 123 Kirby Lane LLC. Then when you get to the buyer, you're assigning the interest of the LLC over to the buyer, and by default, they have the signing power and the right to that existing contract that the LLC just went into agreement with. And now that person can step in your shoes and close the deal. And you don't have to worry about the double sales clause or sell 12 months later clause, all the bullshit the banks do. So the point I'm making to you is there's a lot of ways, and I learned that strategy, and I've been rocking that strategy for years. There's a lot of ways you can do this. The question you got to ask yourself is, are you willing to go to someone to let them help you and show you? You so stuck in worrying about someone's scamming me, someone don't. Like, no, find somebody that you like and trust that know what they're doing and go to them and let them teach and show you this stuff. That's all I'm telling you. It ain't gotta be me. I don't care. I'm just telling you to the point that you need to find somebody that's going to help you. And when you do find somebody that's going to help you, I guarantee you it's going to put you 2-3 years ahead of where you should be at now, because you're not making those mistakes. So, who thought this was value thus far today? Put value in the chat. If you feel like this is value, write the word value in the chat. Ah, shit, nasty. Grapefruit, orange, lemon, and ginger root. Put the word value in the chat. Yeah, so you're coming into a season with a lot of people are very hip to what wholesaling is, and you have to figure out a way to move around that and to stand out. Take the word in or assign out of all of your agreements. Let me tell you why. And I'm going to leave it at that, because I think I'm giving away too much sauce today. Take the word in or assign out of your agreements, because all contracts are assignable unless otherwise stated. So you can assign something without even putting it in there that is assignable. As long as it don't say it's not assignable, you can assign it. So take that grammar out of there, because what you're doing is you're putting people, oh, I've seen this before. Yeah, I've seen this contract before. Oh no, they're just gonna try to wholesale my house. I've been there before, they couldn't perform. I don't want to do the deal. Take that out. And then you can assign it. Once again, you can assign the interest of the LLC, totally different. Sir, I'm not selling the contract. I'm actually selling the LLC to my partner because he decided that he loves the deal more than me, and he wants to take this over 100%, and we'll partner up on the next one. But I'm going to be with you to make sure that everything is seen through as I promised until the day the wire hits your account. Fair enough? $1 million script I just gave you, and I'm not repeating it. Go back and watch the replay. So when you're doing stuff like that and you're reassuring people that you got this and you know what you're doing, you can sleep better at night. Your sellers can sleep better at night. And I'm here to tell you it works. So ask yourself, are you going to be typical? Are you going to be like the rest of the flock? Or are you going to be different and you're going to be sophisticated and you're going to reassure to your prospects and clients that, yeah, I can get it done at this price? If you can't look into your data, your cash buyers data system and see that, damn, I got buyers buying at this price, but you're just locking up deals and don't even know where your buyers may buy it, you're playing a very, 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 very dangerous game. You should be confident at the price. See, most deals fall out of escrow because they wasn't confident or understand what people were buying. You guys got to start thinking and looking at deals like investors. I underwrite all my deals as if I'm closing with hard money myself. So I will be considerate of the construction budget. I will be considerate of the price point, the closing times, the terms of the agreement I made, so that it'll be beneficial to my investors. And when you do things like that, you get a lot of repeat investors because they love the way you take care of them. I don't care if some of my investors, they make $20,000 more than they should of some of my deals. I don't care. Because I like repeat business. The easiest way to scale a business is to get people repeatedly to come do business with you instead of looking for new people to do business with you. So if you already got the buyers coming back and repeating, you got relatives sending you referrals for house leads that they can't sell. You have homeowners who've done business with you telling other people about what you got going on. It's going to be easier for you to do business, right? Yeah, we talked about this in call. I'm revamping all of my trainings and courses. First thing first, the Acquisition Manager Academy will be released this week. It's going to be $997, but for the first week, we'll do a pre-sale, which means you'll get access to it around Friday for $397. No, I'm not selling you. I'm just putting you in position. That's all I'm doing. If you don't want it, oh well. I'm not begging nobody. If you know, I don't even push stuff. So if you're struggling with getting deals and locking up deals, if you're not a VIP client, you won't get it. If you're a VIP client who paid me a great ton of money, you'll get it free of charge. Don't even open up your wallet or pocketbook to me. So you'll get that automatically sent to you as a gift on Friday. Go to that training over the weekend, and I guarantee you follow some of that new stuff that we put in there, you'll get a contract by this time next week. Monday, Tuesday, if you call all your old leads you was almost there, but you felt like it was just a negotiation issue, and you walk through my training, you take the core stuff and you use it, I guarantee you get a contract. If you don't get a contract within the first week of taking my training, that already been through, the course and already have leads already going, I will send you a vacation voucher for a 7-night vacation voucher anywhere you want to go. That's how confident I am in that. Next, we're working on the disposition training. What I'm doing is taking all my live trainings I've been doing for the last 3 years, and everything I learned in the last 28 months, and I critique it to the point that it's ready to go, and I compressed it into the best information possible. If you know me, I don't waste time. My courses are not 5-6 hours long. They're usually probably an hour long. You don't need a lot of information to change your life. You just need the right information. We don't want to be fluffy over here. So the point I'm making to you is when we do the dispo, right, and then we do the transaction coordinator, and we did the acquisition, the lead generation, I'm completely done teaching. On a real estate perspective, I'm ready to go to the next level of my career, which is helping entrepreneurs in business scale their business and double their business and do high-level consulting and trainings. That's what my passion is right now. So when I'm done with all of my real estate trainings, of course, I'm going to continue to update this stuff and help you. But it's self-service, which means that if you want something, you got 2 choices: buy VA from me or pay for the business in the box. That's it. It's nothing else. But other than that, I guarantee you, the amount of information we put into that training, man, you're going to love it. If you don't have my new script, if you don't have my new acquisition framework script, you're already behind. You're already 2 years behind. It's going to be in the training. If you don't have the new offer calculator, you're already behind. So the question you got to ask yourself is, what are you doing to stay ahead of yourself and make quality offers with your prospect? Stay and follow up on the phones, building rapport with people, and making the right offers. Not just an offer, but the right offer to your prospects. That being said, man, I'm going to wrap it up right here. If you want to talk to me and ready to do business with us, do me a favor, go to my website, CEO929.com, and book yourself a call. Yeah, book yourself a call. Someone from my office, whether it's me or someone else, will give you a call and help you with your situation, right? The month of March, I want to start bringing out my testimonies. We have plenty of testimonies, but I want to start bringing them out. I want to start interviewing some of my clients, talking about where they at, how they did it, all that good stuff. So some of my clients who haven't got a contract yet, I'm challenging you to get you a contract in the month of March. If you're struggling too bad, reach out to me. I give them phone calls and try to close some leads with you. I don't mind that as long as I'm available. I'll be busy at times, but I will get on a call with you and see what I can do to get the people across the finish line. But like I said, if you're not closed the deal yet, try to no equity list. Obviously, the biggest thing that most of you guys are missing is being compassionate about situations, showing empathy, being consistent, and actually listening. You're not good listeners. You're doing everything but listening. When I talk to people, I'm listening and I'm coming up with a solution to what they're telling me. When you come up with a solution, that's what you got to become, a solution provider. Wholesaling is just creating solutions for people. How can I serve you? How can I help you? How can I help you get rid of something that the MLS couldn't do for you? The realtor down the street couldn't do for you. The other cash buyer couldn't do for you. That's all it boils down to. Any other questions before I get out of here? I just don't want to miss no questions. I got some important interviews to do from 1 to 3. I feel like it's time to go to Florida. I ain't been to Florida since July. Damn. But listen, I want to challenge you guys. CEO929.com/premium. Premium. I just want to spell premium the other day. If you currently have a VA and your VA is not enrolled in our monthly coaching program where we work with them twice a week, every single month, that's like up to 8 to 10 times, I encourage you to go to CO929.com/premium and sign up for our VA Mastery Premium. And I guarantee you, if you don't see an improvement in the quality of leads your VA is generating, the improvement in your VA's overall performance, I will refund you back your $97. That's how confident I am in this program. So sign up for a 30-day access for $97 a month per virtual assistant. Literally, we're working for $3 an hour if you break the math down. And we would train and work with your VA. You don't have to, if you got the VA on your own, bring them on. We work with them. If you got them through us, that's even better. $97 a month. We can't beat that. It's cheaper than going out to dinner. What else? Go to CO929.com, book a call. Yeah, and if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me right now, CEO929, and share this video on your IG. Screenshot it, put it on your stories, and then tag me in it. Other than that, guys, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to stay on for 2 more minutes just to make sure that I answer any questions. I know you guys be having last-minute questions. And we'll be back here tomorrow. So let's talk about the... And we'll be working on like a program. Send us referrals. If you know anybody else who need VAs, let them know about what we do. That'd be greatly appreciated. We're working on a referral program anyway. But other than that, like any other announcements? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be talking about the rest of the week. Sorry guys, I'll be all over the place. So Mondays Motivation Monday, Tuesdays lead generation, which is today. I think we covered a lot about lead generation. Wednesday strategies. So tomorrow I give you some more strategies. The first thing first, I want a lot of people to understand what I learned. I had a chance to work with thousands of people and talk to thousands of people in the last 4 years. And the one thing I learned is that they're not adequately liquid to even establish a business. The first thing I want to do is help you guys get your credit score to 720. That way you can get your cars, you can get loans, you can get everything you need to get your real estate business or whatever else you want to invest in off the ground. So you got to be liquid. You got to have good credit. All that. If you don't have great credit, we do a free credit audit, no cash, no gimmicks, free of charge. I'm going to drop the link. If you go to approval.com, go over there, sign up for your free credit audit. Just fill out your information. Someone from my team will reach out to you to figure out how we can do. So the first step is to get your free credit audit. Figure out what we can do to help your credit. If you got great credit, then we'll show you exactly how to do a funding suite to get you as many cars and stuff. And then work with you on a game plan to what you should be investing in, right? You know, whether you should be spending money on marketing, VAs, whatever that look like for your business, you need to come up with a game plan for that. So head over to Approval. It's spelled a little different, APROOVEL.com. Get your free credit audit. No cash, no gimmicks. We're going to show you ways to really invest in a real estate business. A lot of you guys can't turn the corners because you don't have the capital to pay your VA salaries. You don't have the capital to pull your list and pay for marketing, whatever it is. Right now, there's no excuses. You live in a country where they're literally giving money hand over fist. Now, I'm going to teach you a good game plan to make sure you're making money and paying them loans down the back. But you got to listen and pay attention. I don't want to see you at the hookah bar while I'm out in Miami spending up the money. You need to be investing the money. But yeah, so my biggest thing is, since I'm helping and showing entrepreneurs how to take their business to the next level, I might as well just show them everything. So that's why we created Approval, to help our clients get the money so there won't be no excuses and they have opportunities to be able to take their business to the next level. So go over there, get your free credit audit. We do business funding, all of that good stuff, and then we'll work with you and we'll make it happen. Do a credit suite, get your credit right, take care of everything for you so that way you won't struggle. And that's the first thing as an entrepreneur. Once you get your credit right, you get you some funding, get you some liquid. Then you come up with a game plan. Then you work on your lead generation. Then you scale. And you go from there. And that's the biggest puzzle. We talked to so many people. If I only had $500, I can get me a VA. Put in your charge card and then pay it off with Uber Eats. So that's what you got to figure out. You got to get good at being resourceful. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got a 1 o'clock meeting. See you back here tomorrow. Like I said, let me go back over and make sure I didn't miss it. Mondays, motivation. Tuesdays, lead generation. Wednesdays, strategies. Thursdays, we talk everything VAs. And Fridays, bring your goddamn questions because it'll be Q&A Fridays. So get your notepad or find your notepad app in your phone and write down your questions or thoughts. So when you come on Fridays, you can ask as many questions as you would like. Other than that, see you guys later. Peace and blessings. Love you. Talk to you soon. And by the way, we'll be opening up our JV program, joint venture program in March. So if you got any deals for sale, we sold plenty of deals for clients last year. Send them to us. We'll do our own internal underwriting. If we like it and we feel like we can sell it to our buyers, then we will send it out to our buyers list and get you paid. So yeah, we'll be making more announcements by that soon. Also, the Pay What You Want, event, we're doing a 2-day event in a couple of weeks. It's Pay What You Want. The link is inside my bio right here on YouTube. So click the link and pay whatever you want, $5, $10, $100, $300, whatever you want to pay to come to the 2-day event. But this is probably going to be my final live real estate event as I start to focus on general entrepreneurship, teaching people sales and lead generation. And I really want to do that. That's what I'm really passionate about. So take advantage of this live and final real estate event I'm doing. Other than that, talk to you later. Appreciate you.